Hey Tube Tube. So Angelo tagged me in this get to know me tag thing. Sorry, this is the first time I do any of this. I'm not really uh I was never really into the whole Facebook thing, into hashtag. I'm not into the whole social media thing at all. So yeah. I figured it's about time I do the video. I think he tagged me like last month or a couple weeks ago. I don't know, it feels like forever since I've done YouTube. So I'm just gonna read off the questions and answer them. So the first one, so sorry if you see the camera in my face, but that's how it is, that's how I read. So the first question is, where are you from? Where do you live? Where would you like to live? So where I'm from, I'm originally from New York, Brooklyn, New York to be exact, the city. I lived there my whole life. Up until 3 years ago. I came over here on September 1st. 3 years ago, and I haven't been back to New York since. Here is currently in Kentucky. And that's all I'll say about that for, safety reasons. And where I would like to live? Sorry, Drea's making noise, and so are my neighbors. But where I would like to live, I don't really know. I know I want to go visit Japan. I can't say if I would actually like to live there, but I know I would love to go visit Japan. So question number 2 is, what would you change about yourself if you could? Okay, this question didn't say whether it was permanent or temporary. So one thing I would like to change, I guess, temporarily, just to see what it's like, is my vision. I have no concept of what it's like to see with 2 eyes. And I've always been kind of curious about that. I've asked my family members what it was like, and they've kind of explained it. And I guess I get it. It's difficult to answer that question. How do you see? Because I'm asked that question, and for the longest time, I did not know how to answer it. Because for me, I know I'm legally blind, obviously. I know I'm disabled. But for me, I feel like I'm less blind, I'll say, in quotation marks, blind, than my other classmates. Like, I feel like I was one of the few in the class that had more vision. Like, I still talk to one of my friends that I've known since kindergarten. Drea, you're okay. That I've known since kindergarten, and I recently asked her to describe what her vision was like. And based off the way she described it, we've kind of determined, and I hope she doesn't feel offended by any of this, we did talk about it, but I feel like I have more vision than she does, because she's described it as blurry and like shadowy and stuff, and I don't have any of that. So either I'm just not good at describing my vision at all, or I have better vision than I thought I did. I don't know. But yeah, I would want to change that temporarily just to know what it's like. So question number 3. Drea, you're okay. Oh, sorry. She's just upset because the neighbors are probably outside. I have the door open for light, and the neighbors are probably outside and she can see them. And that gets her upset. So number 3 is, how old are you? Well, I want you guys to comment below, how old do you think I am? I've been told I look younger than I really am. I'm 32. I'm 32 years old. I was born on April 13, and I'm 32. If any of you guys are curious, it did not ask that, but since this channel is about me and Drea, Drea is 4 years old, and she was born July 24th, 4 years ago. So, question number 4. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, wait. Yeah, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's weird. I had to read that again because I feel like that's something you mostly ask children, not adults, because we already are grown up. But I guess there's always more growing up. I'll stop rambling and answer the question. Sorry. Okay. As a child, I never knew how to answer this question. So the first time I was ever asked this was in kindergarten, obviously. And I didn't know how to answer the question. So for the longest time, my default answer was something to do with animals. Was how I would phrase that. For the longest time. But now, I don't know. I don't make plans. I don't know. I never knew how to answer that question. And I still don't. Drea, you're okay. I'm sorry if you hear her fussing. I can hear her fussing. That's why I'm responding to it. I don't know if you can. And I'll tell you a story time about why that bothers me in another video. Number 5. Can you remember your first kiss? I knew this question was coming. And I don't know how to answer it. I mean, okay. I am asexual. Yes, I've had, I guess, experiences with people kissing me or whatever. I would never really consider them kisses, though, just because I avoid it. I avoid that contact and whatnot. Like, I don't like it. It's, in the romantic sense, it's not a thing I want. I'm asexual and aromantic, so it's not a thing I'm interested in at all. So I wouldn't say, well, I don't know what a good kiss is either, because again, I'm not interested in it, but I guess I was sensory reactive to it. So yeah, that's my response for that. Number 6, which I guess we'll do this. Number 6. Okay. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, one meal for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna pick a flavor. It'd be dessert. I'm a big dessert type of person. I love all desserts. I love sweets. So that'd be my answer for that. It wouldn't be one meal. It would just be a food flavor or group, whatever you want to call it. Alright, number 7. Have you ever had a nickname? Oh my god, I've had so many nicknames. My mom constantly nicknamed me. Drea, come here. Come here. Come. Okay, she's refusing to come to me. She wants to go outside. We're going to ignore her. She just really wants to go out, but it's wet and nasty outside. So I can't let her do that. But, yeah, I've had a lot of nicknames. My mom's called me Sue Ellen. I think she called me Eleanor once. She just makes up a bunch of names for me. She knows my name, obviously. I've always had a lot of nicknames, and I've responded to them. My little cousin, when he was younger, he couldn't say my name. My mom told me this story. I don't remember it, but she's told me he used to call me Pizza. And I responded to that as if that was my name, because I obviously knew he was referring to me. So, yeah, at one time I was called Pizza. Same thing with my nephews. My youngest nephew couldn't say my name. My nickname is Jotty. I believe my YouTube title is Yari Andrea's Adventures. That's how all you non-Spanish speakers will say it. But in Spanish, it's pronounced Jotty with a J, even though it's spelled with a Y. I promise you, she is fine. Yeah, that's my nickname. That's my main nickname. That's what everyone in my family calls me. It's also my little sister's nickname. My youngest sister. Her name is Jotty Lee. Spelled, in English, it's pronounced Geraldith. Something like that. And yeah, her nickname is also Jotty. So, yeah. I have a lot of nicknames. I also, when I first went to this program, I went by Drea's name too. If they called Drea, I responded like if it was my name. So yeah, I have a lot of nicknames, but the main one is Jotty. Number 8. There's my 8. How would you like... Oh, wait, what? Sorry. I also have dyslexia. And I do have it big. So vision is not an issue. Like, it is big and I am putting it closer to my face so I can see it. So it's dyslexia this time. But, sorry. The question is, what would you like to weigh? I would like to go back to 110 pounds. Because that's what I was for the longest time. Like, if we're talking hypothetically magic lala, where I can just, go back to whatever weight I want. I want to be a kid again. I think a lot of people would want to be a kid. I want my little kid body back. But, yeah. I would like to go back to 110. As for a healthy weight. Number 9. Sorry, this finger can't go down. I can't do it this... I guess I can't do it that way with either hand. But, yeah. Number 9. If money was no object, what would you like to do all... Okay, if money was no object, what would I like to do all day? If money was no object, I would have somebody design something that can translate every single language. So it'd be like something that I can wear, and it would just hear the language and audibly translate it to me in my own language so that I can watch whatever anime I want without having to worry about whether it was subbed or dubbed, or without having to worry about anything being unable to read it to me. Drea, you're okay. So yeah, that's what I would want. And that's what I'd be doing, I guess. Reading and watching anime. All the time. All day. Oh, and fan fiction. Just in many different languages. Because there might be some good ones in some other languages and I just can't read it. And the last question. Number 10. What would you like your superpower to be? Okay, my superpower is going to be cheesy. I'm sorry, I tend to overthink lots of things, and these questions, I'm overthinking them right now. Drea's about to get squeaky. She is fine. She just does this squeaking, barking thing when she's upset and can't get to what she wants. And she's starting that up. She did a little bit just now. She might continue. Starts out as a whine, and then she barks and whines and barks. So I promise you she is fine. She is just lying down, looking out the window, looking out the door, being really sad right now. I'll play with her after this. Drea, let me answer the last question. Okay. So, I want my superpower to be for everyone else in the world. Like, I could give everyone else in the world the ability to understand each other. Understanding and compassion would be my superpower to the rest of the world. Like, it'd be being able to just poop, and they understand each other if they're fighting and whatnot, and be able to compromise or just understand where the other person's coming from. It wouldn't solve all the world's problems, and I can't, and I don't plan to. But yeah, because all the other cool ones, I can see side effects. If I wanted a cool superpower and not just whatever cheesy thing I just said, I'd want to go back in time to see things that happened in the past, like with my family and stuff. You know, see what happened on the day of my birth and stuff like that. Just because I'm curious, because those are things you can't remember, obviously. You were there, but you're not going to know what happened in your birth. And it just makes me curious. Although sometimes it is best not to know. Because, you know, if you don't got the best family, which I'm not saying I do, I'm not saying I don't. My family's awesome. I love my family. But, yeah, there's always, every family has their skeletons, and you might want to be careful what you unleash there. So, yeah, this was the challenge. The get to know me challenge thing that Angelo tagged me on. And I guess I have to pass it on and tag 3 other people. I don't know how to do that, so I guess I'll have to figure out how. But I hope that helped you guys get to know me a little bit more. Thanks for watching. Bye. Subscribe.